Mercedes scandal about this new part changes everything. Mercedes entered the 2022 season intending to extend its record streak of 8 straight Constructors' Championship wins, which dated back to the beginning of the V6 hybrid era and continued through the length of the 2021 season. Well, what all situation is going on? We'll let you know in the video today. So welcome back to Formula One News. And without wasting any time, let's get right into this video. Make sure you also hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel so you get every single update about the channel. Mercedes has tried a variety of setup experiments during practice at the first 9 Grands Prix in an attempt to unlock the extra performance despite porpoising and bouncing issues that have plagued its W13 car so far this season. Due to its greater expertise compared to his new teammate, George Russell, who is just in his 4th complete F1 season, Lewis Hamilton has frequently taken the lead on Mercedes setup experimentation this year. Hamilton disclosed in Canada that he was planning to run something quite radical in practice as part of his experimental role, but subsequently admitted that it was just a disaster. The 7-time world champion finished 3rd in Sunday's race, matching his best result of the 2022 season so far. When asked about his guinea pig role thus far this season, Hamilton jokes, maybe in the second half of the season, George can do the test. Despite the improvements that the team is still seeking to make, he hoped the experiments would become more conservative from now on to avoid jeopardizing his racing weekend too much. Moving forward, I believe we'll be a little more cautious about conducting too many experiments because it does impede you during the weekend, especially if you only have to practice 1 and 2 in the dry and don't get an FP3, for example, Hamilton said after the race in Canada. This weekend taught us a lot, and there are many changes we can make going forward. But you know, there was a very strong pace, and it's fantastic to see because it hasn't always been the case with this vehicle, so it's nice to have a bit of a decent tussle with her today, her or him, whatever you name a car. Hamilton was hoping that his home race at Silverstone next weekend would provide a similar kind of stride forward as Mercedes attempts to catch Red Bull and Ferrari at the front. I simply want to compete with those guys, Hamilton added, alluding to podium finishers Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. At the end, when a safety car came in and we restarted, my dream was to keep fighting with them and find a solution, but they were quick, but we'll get there in the end. However, the team has had trouble adapting to the revised technical requirements that were implemented for this season. As a result, the W13 car that the team uses has experienced problems with porpoising and bouncing. It's now up to Red Bull and Ferrari to battle it out at the front of the pack for top honors during the first half of the season while Mercedes attempts to overcome its troubles. After winning 7 of the first 9 races of the year, Red Bull F1 chief Christian Horner said he anticipated facing a stronger battle at the upcoming events. Horner was speaking before Red Bull F1's trip to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix this weekend. Horner gave the following response when asked by motorsport.com if he believed Mercedes would be a force at Silverstone. Definitely. I think they'll be strong at Silverstone. There is no conceivable explanation for why they wouldn't be. The same old Paul Ricard here. I believe that Ferrari will also have a good lap time at Silverstone. Because of the nature of the layout, I think this has the potential to be a more difficult circuit for us to compete on. It's fantastic that we've pulled together a run of 6 race victories in a row, but Silverstone might very well turn out to be the most difficult. 8 of the previous 10 races hosted at Silverstone may have been won by Mercedes, with the British Grand Prix in 2018 and the 70th anniversary Grand Prix in 2020 being the only 2 races in which Mercedes did not come out on top. The team intends to bring some new developments to the event that will take place this coming weekend to make another step forward and become competitive with both Red Bull and Ferrari. This will come after it makes a breakthrough with its porpoising issue during the Spanish Grand Prix, thanks to a plethora of modifications made to the W13 car. Red Bull decided to implement an early update to its RB18, which allowed the team to have a head start against Ferrari right from the beginning of the European season at Imola in April. Horner stated that the team did not have anything significant planned for its car between now and the start of the summer break in August, choosing instead a very moderate evolution throughout the season. Horner stated that new components are introduced whenever existing components reach the end of their useful life. This is a pretty unique sort of development compared to what you would have seen in earlier years, the speaker said. Although Mercedes has a stellar track record at their home track, Silverstone, they are not the team to beat this time around, since the competition is so strong. Team Principal Toto Wolff and Technical Director Mike Elliott give their preliminary assessments regarding the potential performance of the Silver Arrows at the British Grand Prix in 2022. Mercedes are a long way from the heights that helped them win a record 8 consecutive Constructors' titles from 2014 to 2021. Even though Lewis Hamilton managed to score a podium finish in Canada and George Russell has maintained his streak of top 5 finishes, Mercedes are still a long way from those heights. Nevertheless, they have great expectations for this coming weekend. The technical boss Elliott was quoted as saying, "One thing you can be assured of is that we will push as hard as we can. We'll be bringing new bits to Silverstone. We'll be trying to push the car forward, try to get some pace from the car we've got, or from the package we've got, as well as the new bits we are going to add to it," said Sebastian Vettel. "Because we want to get back to winning, our drivers are going to put in as much effort as they possibly can. Let's see what happens, because we want to win for the team, we want to win, and we want to win for all of you, the supporters." Mr. Consistency, George Russell has finished in the top 5 of the 2022 season's races every time thus far. Despite having a less competitive package this season, Elliott did lower his expectations and went on to explain why this weekend's race will still prove to be a difficult battle. The team is ready for the 2022 British Grand Prix, having won 8 of the last 9 events. "I think at the same time, we have to be honest with ourselves and say that at the moment, we are just a little bit behind those front runners in Ferrari and Red Bull," the driver said. "I think at the same time, we're just a little bit behind, and I believe it'll be challenging to do so in a typical race. I believe that Silverstone will be a track that suits us a little bit more than Barcelona did, but I also think it'll be a track that's just a little bit challenging. Whatever the outcome may be, we're going to put in our maximum effort. Silverstone was good to us in the past, and the circuit is smoother than the last 3, but it's not Barcelona, so now we should manage our expectations and grind away, look at the data, and come up with some sensible solutions, not just for Silverstone, but going forward," said Wolff, the team boss. "Silverstone was good to us in the past. This year, we finished on the podium how many times? 4 or 5 times. We've seen glimmers of the performance that we are capable of, but it's still a long way off from what we demand of ourselves," he continued. So, I think we're at the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then how about you do us a solid and give this video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and before you're done, make sure you please hit the bell icon. That way you never miss any updates from us, and you get direct notifications. We are always updating new material here on our Formula One news channel. And if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or theories on your mind, you can always let us know down below in the comment box. We always love to hear from our viewers, and we just might get back in touch with you, whatever your comment or question may be. Hey, make sure you check out our channel where you'll find some more really cool stuff as well. We bid you adieu for another day. We thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.